Turkey, Time to Strike, an original anime by Bakken Record and Pony Canyon, premiered on July 8, 2025, blending the mundane charm of a high school bowling club with an audacious leap into the fantastical. Episode 1, titled Knock Down the Snake Eyes, sets the stage in Shikuma City, Nagano Prefecture, focusing on the Ikkakuken High School Bowling Club's internal strife before catapulting its members into an unexpected adventure. I found myself lulled by the familiar sports drama setup, only to be jolted awake by a daring narrative pivot that left me equal parts intrigued and disoriented. Eager to see where this wild premise leads the ASA series premiere, Episode 1 introduces the 5 members of the Ikkakuken High School Bowling Club: Captain Mayotanashi, competitive first-year Rina Godai, nervous Sayuri Ichinos, fashionable Nozomi Mitaka, and nerdy Nanace Nakaido. After my botches another match by following a turkey 3 consecutive strikes. With a snake eye split, Rina, frustrated by the club's lack of ambition, threatens to quit. She challenges Mai to a one-on-one match, staking her membership on Mai's victory. As Mai bowls, a lightning storm activates a mysterious artifact, causing her bowling ball to glow. The entire club is engulfed in a radiant light and awakens in a field during Japan's Sengoku period, facing an unknown future. Episode 1 lays the foundation for the series by establishing the bowling club's dynamics and delivering a shocking twist: the time travel leap to the Sengoku era, 1467 to 1615. The initial focus on Mai and Rina's conflict drives the plot, with Rina's ultimatum serving as a catalyst for the match that triggers the supernatural event. The time travel twist is a major turning point, transforming the expected sports drama into a historical adventure with potential isekai elements. The episode raises questions about the artifact's origin, the club's purpose in the Sengoku period, and whether they can return home. I think it fulfills its role as a premiere by hooking the audience, but its abrupt shift from sports to time travel feels like a gamble. The pacing is brisk, with a slow build-up of club drama accelerating into a chaotic climax, though I personally don't understand why the time travel reveal wasn't foreshadowed more subtly to ease the tonal whiplash. Mai and Rina are the central figures, with Sayuri, Nozomi, and Nanace providing supporting color. Mai's easygoing nature, seen in her cheerful encouragement despite her losses, contrasts with her hidden doubts, revealed when she hesitates before the crucial throw. Rina's fiery ambition, evident in her blunt accusation that Mai is running away from winning, exposes her competitive drive but hints at deeper insecurities. The supporting trio, Sayuri's nervous fidgeting, Nozomi's carefree fashion obsession, and Nanace's analytical muttering, establishes their archetypes but offers little depth. I really appreciate Mai's subtle vulnerability, but I'm against the limited focus on the supporting members, who feel like set dressing. Their actions are consistent, but the episode prioritizes plot over growth, leaving character development nascent. The episode explores themes of ambition versus camaraderie and the unpredictability of fate. Mai's emphasis on fun clashes with Rina's desire for victory, setting up a tension between personal fulfillment and collective success. The time travel twist introduces the theme of facing the unknown, as the club is thrust into a chaotic era beyond their control. The glowing bowling ball and artifact suggest a supernatural force guiding their journey, tying into fate's capricious nature. I think these themes are conveyed effectively through Mai and Rina's conflict, but the abrupt shift to the Sengoku period overshadows their resolution. I also anticipate the series will explore how teamwork navigates adversity, though I don't think the episode fully develops its themes due to its focus on shock value. The episode introduces 2 distinct worlds, modern Shikuma City and the Sengoku period. The bowling club's setting, with its detailed depiction of Abasut Station and the bowling alley, grounds the story in a relatable, contemporary Japan. The sudden shift to the Sengoku era, marked by a grassy field and distant battle sounds, hints at a historical world fraught with conflict, though details remain sparse. The artifact, activated by lightning, suggests a magical or supernatural system, but its mechanics are undefined. I think this dual-world setup is intriguing, but the lack of context for the time travel mechanism feels abrupt. I hope future episodes clarify the artifact's role and the Sengoku setting's rules to anchor the narrative. The dialogue is lively but uneven. Mai's optimistic quips, like her joking about bowling for fun, contrast well with Rina's sharp retorts, such as, "You're doing it on purpose, aren't you?" The supporting trio's lines, like Nanace's technical jargon about bowling angles, add flavor but feel stereotypical. The writing shines in building tension during the match, with Rina's challenge carrying emotional weight, but the time travel twist feels like a narrative shortcut, lacking build-up. I didn't like how the dialogue leans on expository cliches like Sayuri's nervous babbling to define characters. The script is engaging but sacrifices nuance for spectacle, a choice I personally don't understand given the potential for deeper drama. Bakken Record delivers fluid animation, particularly in the bowling scenes, where the camera tracks Mai prize ball with dynamic angles, capturing the pin's satisfying crash. The art style, designed by Eri Tekawawa, is vibrant and clean, with expressive character designs that align with sports anime tropes. Mai's pink hair and Rina's intense glare stand out. The time travel sequence, with its glowing ball and swirling light, is a visually striking moment, though the Sengoku field's simplistic design feels underwhelming. I noticed minor inconsistencies in background crowd details, which detract from immersion. The quality is solid but not exceptional, and I'm against the rushed look of the final scene, which could have amplified the twist's impact. Episode 1 evokes amusement, tension, and curiosity. The bowling match's build-up, with Rina's ultimatum, stirred excitement, while Mai's hesitation sparked empathy for her pressure. The time travel twist was a thrilling shock, leaving me stunned and eager for answers. The most impactful moment is the glowing bowling ball engulfing the club, a surreal image that lingered for its boldness. The episode leaves a strong impression due to its audacity, prompting reflection on how ordinary lives can be upended by fate. I found myself hooked but slightly frustrated by the lack of groundwork for the twist, craving clarity in future episodes. The major philosophical lesson is the tension between personal values and collective goals. Mai's focus on fun versus Rina's drive to win reflects the challenge of balancing individual desires with group unity, a conflict disrupted by fate's unpredictable intervention. The time travel twist suggests that life's trajectory can shift unexpectedly, forcing adaptation. It's a reminder that personal growth often emerges from unforeseen challenges. Episode 1 of Turkey. Time to Strike is a bold, if disorienting, premiere, excelling in its vibrant animation, catchy soundtrack, and the compelling dynamic between Mai and Rina. Its strengths lie in Hishikawa and Ichinos' performances, the fluid bowling scenes, and the audacious time travel twist. However, uneven pacing, underdeveloped supporting characters, and the abrupt shift to the Sengoku era temper its impact. I think the episode succeeds in grabbing attention but risks alienating viewers expecting a pure sports drama. I anticipate the series will thrive if it weaves its dual premises, bowling and historical adventure, into a cohesive narrative. For now, episode 1 is a thrilling, flawed gamble that leaves me curious for what lies beyond the lanes. Turkey. Time to Strike, an original anime by Bakken Record and Pony Canyon, is a bold fusion of high school bowling drama and time travel adventure, set in Shikuma City, Nagano Prefecture. Episode 2, titled Warriors of the Warring States, aired on July 16, 2025, diving headfirst into the series' shocking Sengoku-era twist introduced in Episode 1. I found myself both intrigued by the episode's audacious shift to a war-torn historical setting and unsettled by its uneven execution, leaving me curious about whether this ambitious blend of genres can find its footing. After Episode 1's surprising climax, where a magical bowling ball transported the Ikakuken High School Bowling Club, Mai, Rina, Sayuri, Nozomi, and Nanace, to Japan's Sengoku period, Episode 2 finds the girls grappling with their new reality. Separated upon arrival, Mai, Sayuri, Nozomi, and Nanace awaken in a battlefield, rescued by the Takura clan's princess, Sumamo. Meanwhile, Rina, alone, faces rogue bandits until the group reunites in a tense standoff. The girls learn of a mysterious artifact linked to their time travel, sparking conflict with the Takura clan's enemies. The episode ends with the group fleeing a burning village, vowing to find a way home, as Sumamo hints at the artifact's deeper significance. Episode 2 advances the time travel arc by thrusting the bowling club into the Sengoku period's chaos, establishing their immediate goal, survival and finding a way back home. The revelation of the artifact, a glowing orb tied to their bowling ball, marks a turning point, suggesting a mystical force behind their displacement. The episode raises questions about the artifact's origins and the Takura clan's role, while resolving the immediate tension of Rina's separation. I think it effectively sets up the arc stakes, but its reliance on action over exposition leaves the time travel mechanics vague. The pacing is erratic, with a sluggish first half of disoriented wandering and a rushed second half of combat and escape, which I personally don't understand given the need for clearer narrative grounding. Mai, Rina, and Sumamo are central, with Sayuri, Nozomi, and Nanace in supporting roles. Mai's leadership is tested. Her calm will get through this masking fear, revealing her resilience under pressure. Rina's fiery determination shines as she fends off bandits with a makeshift weapon, her "I won't lose here" echoing her competitive streak from Episode 1. Sumamo, a Sengoku princess, exudes authority but shows curiosity toward the girls, hinting at hidden motives. I really appreciate Mai's subtle growth as a leader, but I'm against the minimal focus on Sayuri, Nozomi, and Nanace, who feel like background figures despite their presence. Their actions align with established traits, Mai's optimism, Rina's intensity, but only Mai and Rina show modest development, while Sumamo's introduction feels intriguing yet underdeveloped. The episode episode explores themes of adaptability, unity, and the clash between modern and historical values. The girls' struggle to navigate a war-torn era reflects adaptability, seen in Mai's quick thinking to ally with Sumimo. Unity emerges as the group reunites, their bickering giving way to cooperation during the village escape. The contrast between the girls' modern teamwork and the Sengoku era's brutal individualism, highlighted by the bandits' attack, underscores cultural dissonance. I think these themes are conveyed through the girls' interactions and Sumimo's cautious trust, but the comedic moments, like Nozomi's fashion complaints, dilute the tension. I also anticipate deeper exploration of Unity's role in survival, but I don't think this episode fully capitalizes on the historical setting's potential for thematic depth, prioritizing action over reflection. The episode introduces the Sengoku period's chaotic setting, with vivid depictions of battlefields, samurai armor, and burning villages, grounding the girls in a starkly different world. The Takura clan and the artifact's mystical properties add a supernatural layer, hinting at a broader time travel mythology. The modern bowling club's presence in this era creates a fascinating juxtaposition, though details about the artifact's origins or the Takura clan's history remain sparse. I think this builds intrigue, but the lack of context about the Sengoku period or the artifact's mechanics feels like a missed opportunity. I hope future episodes flesh out these elements to enhance the narrative stakes. The dialogue is lively but inconsistent. Mai's "We're a team, no matter where we are" carries emotional weight, while Rina's defiant "I'll fight my way out" suits her intensity. Sumimo's formal "You strangers intrigue me" sets her apart, but secondary characters like Nozomi's "My shoes are ruined" feel out of place in the dire setting. The writing excels in action sequences, like the village escape, but leans on predictable isekai tropes, such as fish-out-of-water comedy. I didn't like how the script rushes past the girls' emotional reactions to time travel, missing chances for deeper introspection. The writing is engaging but lacks polish, a choice I personally don't understand given the series' bold premise. Bakken Records' animation is a mixed bag. The action scenes, like Rina's bandit fight, are fluid, with dynamic camera work capturing her makeshift weapon swings. The art style, distinct from typical anime with its soft, watercolor-like backgrounds, evokes the Sengoku era's grit, though character designs feel generic compared to the manga-inspired vibrancy of peers like Frieren. The burning village sequence, with vivid oranges and smoke, is a visually striking highlight, but minor inconsistencies in crowd animations detract. I really appreciate the historical aesthetic, but I'm against the uneven quality, particularly in static scenes, which falls short of the fluid bowling sequences in Episode 1. The animation is decent but lacks consistency. Episode 2 evokes tension, confusion, and glimmers of hope. The village escape sparked adrenaline, while the reunion scene, with Mai's relieved smile, stirred warmth. The most impactful moment is Rina's stand against the bandits, her fierce determination lingering as a testament to her spirit. The episode leaves a chaotic impression, prompting reflection on teamwork in crisis, but lacking emotional depth due to rushed character moments. I found myself engaged but frustrated by the uneven pacing, craving more focus on the girls' inner struggles to ground the fantastical premise. The major philosophical lesson is the power of unity in adversity. The girls' reunion and cooperation with Sumimo highlight how collective strength overcomes chaos, suggesting that bonds can endure even in unfamiliar worlds. The episode underscores that unity requires adaptability, a reminder to embrace collaboration in times of uncertainty. Episode 2 of Turkey, Time to Strike, is an ambitious, chaotic dive into its time travel premise, excelling in Hishikawa and Ichino's performances, the burning village visuals, and the theme of unity. Its strengths lie in its bold genre shift, dynamic action, and historical aesthetic. However, uneven pacing, generic supporting characters, and repetitive music temper its impact. I think the episode succeeds in establishing the Sengoku setting but struggles to balance action with emotional depth, a flaw that didn't please me compared to the manga's potential for nuanced storytelling. I anticipate the series will thrive if it refines its pacing and deepens the artifact's mystery. For now, Episode 2 is an intriguing yet flawed step that keeps me curious about the bowling club's journey.